Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Puddle Knights. We've been making progress through some of the extra Metal Knight challenges here in this world. Next up, Daring Leaps. Really? Alright, I expect this might take advantage of the Metal Cape's ability to stay in the air. So, first up, let's just try to witness all of the elements that exist in this puzzle. I have a 2-length breakable cape. I see that there is a drawbridge right before the exit. And so if I wanted to get there, it looks like a knight would have to be ahead of the noble lady. Also, I note that there's like a hole in the world here to the north. No, that is interesting. Okay, I never noticed this. Like underneath an open drawbridge texture, there's always like this gray square, even when the drawbridge is up in the sky. So there's a drawbridge up there, trapdoor, whatever it's called. Let's have you walk this way and then step across your head just to kind of see some of this, but then I'd have to have you step across your head over here too, and she can't get out of the way yet with the lackey. Well, I can see if the yellow were to continue to the south, he would step across one trapdoor, step across another. He could then step down out of the way of the exit, and the noble woman would be able to get to the exit. Okay. So there are 3 trapdoors. Obviously, we have to take her across the high platforms. There is a suspicious platform just to the right of the trapdoor near the top, which I guess could... I'm not sure yet what purpose it serves. I want to witness something with my eyeballs once again, which specifically is, if you are standing here, like you could walk away and the cape would be there, that's fine. Here is what I want to witness, maybe. Let's change this around a little bit. Let's have you just walk to here. If I go this way, well, then there's nowhere else for you to walk, is the problem. I'm not sure exactly what I wanted to witness there. Okay, let's start trying to come up with any type of strategy for how this is going to work. So, I don't know that this is going to be a good thing, but it's at least a thing that springs to mind. Which is, if this guy were holding down the trapdoor, then one could imagine in theory that she would be able to walk to here. The lackey, getting the lackey across this is going to be a nightmare, right? Also, I've definitely trapped the yellow knight. Okay, so... Do I need to break off a cape on the top trapdoor so that both knights can be on the ground level, enabling both her and the lackey to walk across? Okay. That at least has some vague plausibility in my brain. So let's try working with that for a second. The idea more generally being, perhaps Red Knight... Well, how can I possibly lose his Hmm. Cape. Can I have the lackey step on it at some point? So here, let's go ahead and complete the thought. The idea is, let's try to lose a portion of Red Knight's cape up top. The problem is Red Knight has nowhere to walk to next to lose his cape. Because in order to lose his cape, well, I can't even get him there, but Yellow Knight would have to be stepping on it, or the lackey would have to be stepping on it. Actually, the lackey stepping on it. Is that something I could arrange? Not right now, but what if... What if one of the cape segments were broken off here so that she would always be able to move forward onto the wooden platforms early in the game? Is it possible for you to cycle all the way around now? It might be, since she can kind of follow in your footsteps. No, so you could go here. She can go ahead and start getting out of the way. That's probably far enough out of the way now. Does she want to move forward yet? I don't know that she does. Well, let's just experiment with this. Like, there are going to be problems. But let's ignore the fact that there are going to be problems right now. I really can't ignore them, because basically she's going to get up here and she doesn't know how to push down a trapdoor. Oh, there's a spot. Hold on. She can walk a circuit here. Okay, that's huge. Because that means... that Red Knight might in fact be able to drop his cape right here. To do that, the lackey would need to be standing on the cape, which I think is possible to do if Gold Knight gives her a passage here and then here. No. But Red Knight doesn't have anywhere to walk to finish breaking the cape. And now everybody's trapped. Okay, I did not foresee that. So I would need both knights free at this moment in time in order to get her and the lackey crossing this path. And furthermore, if both knights are currently downstairs supporting one or the other of these folks, that implies that the second cape segment would need to be holding down the next trapdoor. No, she doesn't. Okay, hold on. It's not necessarily the case that the trapdoor she's approaching ever needs to go down, because it has just occurred to me that if she were standing on the next platform, she could walk across somebody's head here in order to get to the next spot. But then there's this trapdoor gate as well. How are all of these trapdoors going to be held down? Like, let's ignore everything else in the puzzle and just imagine that her and her lackey, she and her lackey are trying to walk this platform a bit. There's a north platform, a trapdoor in the way, which I could hold down with the cape. There is a middle trapdoor in the way, which might be avoidable by standing on someone's head and going a different way. And there is a final trapdoor right before the exit, which definitely needs to be held down by a cape. So at least two of the trapdoors must be held down by capes. Either A, I'm going to be breaking off both of Red Knight's capes in order to do that, but I really liked where Red's first cape went. Or B, Gold Knight somehow needs to hold down one of them with his cape. The final trapdoor, holding down the final trapdoor with one of the Knight's capes, seems to be impossible because she would already be traversing towards that final trapdoor, and that's the only direction of approach to get a cape on that trapdoor. And we would have had to have knights on the ground elsewhere supporting her and the lackey crossing just prior to that moment in time. So that implies that a broken red cape must go on the southernmost trapdoor. If that's the case, then the upper right trapdoor would either have to be held by a second broken red cape, which I don't know how to break, or the gold cape, which I think I tried earlier, and it's impossible to have the gold cape up there and also ever have the gold knight freed again. Basically, it doesn't look good. So I think let's focus for a moment and see if there is some clever, brilliant way that I can get a red cape on the top trapdoor. Remind me about the mechanic of, like, unsupported capes breaking and falling. So if red just does this, and you walk out of the way. Well, I can't even test the theory because red can't advance again. No. Yeah. However, it just occurred to me, I see something I can do that I had not tried before, which is I could do this. Okay. So basically, I might be able to get the lackey on Red's cape. No, because I can only get the princess, whatever noble lady. Like, I don't have a good label for her. I can only get her stepping forward onto the middle platform, and that's not the lackey getting far enough forward to stand on Red's cape. How could I break off this cape? Is there a way to turn her around? Is there a way to turn her around? No, because both knights would have to be down on the bottom, and then we wouldn't have a cape up there in the first place. Okay, in that case, what if I should focus on breaking off the first piece of Red's cape on the southernmost? Like, I still don't have a big picture plan here, but we just need to experiment with different elements and hope that some kind of insight... Oh! Right. I even called out this mechanic before and then forgot about it. So Red can't even cross with two segments of cape. So Red would have had to intentionally broken his first segment of cape sooner. Wait a minute. Hold on. Why can't Gold Knight just help him with that now? Hold on. Oh, the reason Gold Knight can't help him with it now is because now he has nowhere to move. Right. He can't be in two places at once. This is, like, monstrously difficult. It feels to me. Or I'm just completely missing something. Like, I'm starting to imagine things like having her and the lackey traverse to the south, and then somehow be standing on guys' heads and retraverse back to the north just to get the lackey to be able to stand on Red's cape at some point. Like, ridiculous ideas are going through my head that are completely implausible. Is there any other way to try to break Red's cape in the... It occurs to me... I don't think it's useful, but it occurs to me that this move is also available. But yeah, I don't believe that's useful. What was the name of this? Daring Leaps. So I have not utilized the metal cape hanging in the air mechanic yet. Is there a place that I can try to take advantage of that mechanic? Perhaps. Suppose I do. This. It's hanging in the air, yes. But the trapdoor is already closed behind it, and so we wouldn't be able to have her taking advantage of that. Is there somewhere else that I might be able to? Here is a spot. This is okay. This, I mean, it's nice. But someone would have to already be standing there, or Red would have to be here, and then there isn't a cape on the top trapdoor, and so there's still tons of problems with the end of Gold's cape being an extra bridge there. And... what am I not seeing? What am I not thinking of? Do I have access to any other puzzles? Because I have nothing on this one. Let's exit level. Nope, the next puzzle is currently locked. Alright, for the first time in this series, I'm going to choose to skip a puzzle in the middle of an episode and move forward. Unfortunately, we'll be moving forward into another world, 6A. I do have access to 6B as well. Floor is lava, or flower trip. We're going to do, it's not even called 6A, it's just called 6. We're going to go ahead and jump in here, because I would like to solve a puzzle today. And one imagines that the first puzzle in a world could be good. Power flower. What happens if I step on a flower? Oh, I can't step on a flower. Can she step on a flower? Let's try to find out. I guess I could have her walk to here first, and then here. Okay, so she can step on flowers, I cannot. She is a delicate little lady who will not harm the flowers. I am a heavy, bulky knight who would destroy such things of beauty. And we'll imagine that that's the implied lore for explaining these mechanics. Alright. Having done that, I suppose you've successfully tutorialized and given me a pretty easy path to a solution. So now I can feel good about myself. My dignity has been preserved, and we have solved a puzzle in today's episode. So already it's a great success. 6-2, Lily of the Alley. Alright, this time we have a lackey. Can the lackey must be able to walk in the flowers, because otherwise the lackey's always following in her footsteps. So yeah, it wouldn't make any sense otherwise, basically. Okay, so it looks like I need to get her to the flower that is up and right of where I am currently standing. It seems straightforward enough here at the beginning. Then I am trapped because I cannot walk in the flowers, and my brain still has not parsed that as a limitation. So my cape would have had been coming from another orientation. Okay. So I think what I just saw was I need to do this at the beginning so that I still have a traversable path to get to... I guess the lackey is also going to need the trap... Oh, What happens if the lackey is blocked by the trapdoor? Yeah, then we just can't move, so that's no good. So in that case, the puzzle is impossible. How can I possibly have my cape holding down this trapdoor and have her get across and have the lackey get across and be able to move? Oh, it's a breakable cape. Of course. Okay, I was thinking about metal capes for some reason, and it was not metal. It's fine. Okay, once again, breakable capes. Arrowhead was the name of this one. No lackeys involved. There is one trapdoor. At the end of the puzzle, there are 2 puddles in a row. At various points in the beginning of the puzzle, are there ever 2 puddles in a row? She might be able to cross only 1 puddle after that. So I'm tempted. Oh, but there's a one-way trapdoor. Once a knight goes this way, the knight can never return. Because even another knight's cape crossing that, the knight would be blocking passage to go back the other way. Oh, wow. And so... it's hard for me right now to imagine exactly what the end of this puzzle looks like. Let's actually spend some time trying to figure out what the end of this puzzle looks like. I suppose if both knights still had their capes, then we could do something along the lines of this. And if she were standing on the safe space over there, then she would be able to traverse her way over to the exit like this. That's at least vaguely plausible. Okay, let's kind of run with that. And let's try to get her to the flower as kind of step 1 of the puzzle. So if she wants to get to the flower, seems like we'll just kind of walk her bit by bit kind of over in that direction, and it seems like I have plenty of maneuverability here at the outset of the puzzle. I probably want to do this. Ooh. No, I think I need to be cleverer here. I think I might need to do something like... not there. This is not going to work, is it? Is there a way for you to have been in here, like, counterclockwise? Because I need to have a cape over here that she... oh, she can just walk across these capes right now. What am I thinking? Okay, great. And then, yeah, okay, so now can I just execute the previously proposed solution to the end game here? I believe I can. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Okay, great. Easy game. No unsolvable puzzles at all. just cruising on through the entire episode. Binary Bouquet. I like the title. She has a lackey. One long train. Interestingly, the exit is relatively near where she begins. And before I miss it, there is a one-way trapdoor. Oh, so yellow can only join the fray once. And she might be able to walk across, like, look at all those flowers on the right-hand side. One imagines that those puzzle elements exist for a reason. And of course, it must exist for a reason, because in order for her to ever occupy the space where Red Knight currently is, there would have to be a cape there. And if it were someone's cape coming from the south, then they would be in the way of the exit, which carries the implication that it has to be someone's cape coming from the north, like yellow at the end. Maybe... Actually, I'm not so sure, because what if yellow held down... And also there's a lackey, and the lackey might be able to break a cape on the trapdoor. I thought I was able to, like, exclude whole portions of the possibility tree due to some reasoning at the beginning of this puzzle, but now I'm not so sure. Alright. She and the lackey are always going to be either diagonally or two apart from each other. Alright. I think let's have her explore this portion of the puzzle space that I'm still unsure exactly why it exists. So y'all have a nice time hanging out over here. Probably right there for now. I could lose a bit of yellow cape here. How's she ever gonna get, like, anywhere, like, south to north? Ugh. What are, like, her last 3 or 4 moves before the exit? It seems to me that we're going to have a broken cape somewhere that has been left behind for her to stand on. And it's not clear to me where the optimal spot for that is. I don't think it's possible that there could be a broken cape on the trapdoor, because in order for there to be a broken cape on the trapdoor, someone had to stand on the cape. I don't think it's possible for Red Knight to move from the right-hand side to the left-hand side, which means Red Knight could not be the one standing on the cape. Which means the lackey would have to have been standing on the cape. But if the lackey were standing on the cape on the trapdoor, then she would have already gotten to the exit at that point. So the puzzle would have already been solved. So I think reductio ad absurdum or whatever, like, we're not getting a cape on the trapdoor broken off. If we're not getting a cape on the trapdoor broken off, then either she's coming from this direction and walking across these squares here, but that would imply that she was standing on a tile previous to this, and there's no capes left to do that. So it's definitely not the case that she is reaching the exit from the right-hand side. She'd be reaching the exit from the left-hand side. Which implies probably either that this tile where red guy is, and this tile are all covered with capes, which would be possible. In fact, let's just witness it. I could do this, and so if she were standing on the upper left flower, that would be a solution. Or I could have broken off one of the capes at one point or another. Okay. I think I've talked through a lot of different logic and reasoning that is sound logic in terms of constraining a bit of the state of the puzzle. Having done that... I see something that may or may not work. It doesn't work. Now I see why. Is there any way to make it work? I think no. Could I have done something differently here? How is she going to walk to that? She could walk this way. But the lackey still ends up right. So how am I going to get her to the upper left flower is what I'm wondering. And I was seeing a possible way to use yellow guy. Because the problem is, like, I can put a cape here, but I can't have someone break it off. Actually not true. Okay, what if... Because red guy is capable of turning around and doing a U-turn now. She can't, yeah. Oh, right, but I need all 3 capes to get to the exit, so I wouldn't be able to break. Right. Okay. So let's go back to here. But yeah, how is she ever going to get... Okay, suppose... we're in this position. There we go. This enables me to get a cape where I wanted it to. Okay, that's the move that I was failing to see a moment ago. And now I think we've solved the puzzle because all of the final steps that I mentioned a little bit ago work. Okay. I was just missing seeing how to have her and Red Knight do a little dance. To get Red Knight's cape in a spot where she could cross to the upper left flower. But then I saw it. Everything was fine. Just like this entire episode is gone. Everything is fine. We're getting late in the episode, but I'm going to try to do one more. Flowers of the flower. There's pigs. Why are there pigs? Hi, piggies. What purpose do the pigs serve? Curious. Very curious. Alright, right now, it kind of appears that there's only one extremely obvious path to take thus far. Well... how is she going to cross the final section? The answer is I should have been going here... here... Is there a way to get the lackey to stand on my cape here? No. Maybe. No. Maybe. There we go. Lackey standing on my cape. So I could break off a bit of cape there. Then give her a way back over here. Lackey can break off my cape again. Now I'm capable of moving around. As is she. Okay. I kind of stumbled into this solution, but I will take it. And we solved a puzzle with pigs. Alright, that's a fantastic way to go ahead and end the episode. I'm going to say, I hope as always, that you all are having a great day. And at some point, I will go back and look at the puzzles in World 5 once again. But for the moment, I am happy to move forward here in World 6. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.